So the first activity I'm going to talk you through is a picture dictionary, which could be used with any subject, any age group, and it's quite good just for getting pupils to think about the keywords that have been used in the course. They could come up with them on their own, or they could be provided with a bank to then create their picture dictionary from. So I'm going to use Pages for this. I think it lets pupils be quite creative, and it means they've always got it on their iPad and they can go back and revisit it as many times as they need. So first of all, I'm just going to press the plus sign and open up a blank template to start with. If they would prefer to use a landscape orientation, it's very easy to change. They can just click on the name of the document, document options, document setup, and change it to landscape. You can then click on the name, and it would be ideal for all pupils at all times to be renaming their documents so that it avoids not being able to find anything. So that will just save that as Picture Dictionary, and it's very easy to access. I'm also going to click on the wee Documents tab at the side and put the page thumbnails on so that I can see all the pages down the side. It can be very useful if they've got lots of different words to do it in that way. So the first thing that I'm going to do is pick a word that I want to start with, and recently we've been doing finance, so budget was one of the words that we wanted pupils to know what it meant and be able to describe it. So I've got some photos, and this is just a little bit of a more creative way of doing this. Googled different letters and pupils can pick what letter they want. So when we've done this with pupils, they were picking neon or graffiti or specific floral letters, and they liked being able to be quite creative and change the different letters as they went. So I'll then add in all the other letters, and you can see that just from Google you can get a variety of different ones to use and just get them engaged with the words that are important in your course. And that's them all in. And then you can move them around very easily in Pages, and just by clicking and moving, and then you can also make changes to them and make changes to the sizes as well. So for this one, for instance, if I wanted to remove the background to get rid of the greyness at the back, I can just click on there and that will take that away. Still a tiny bit of it left there, but you can also click in the middle of the letter and it will take it away, and then just press done. And you can see that that gets rid of the background. So that is quite a good thing, especially if pupils are getting some images from Google. It can become quite difficult to get ones that don't have a background. Just going to resize the E, and then for the G, needing to crop that, I'm going to click on the paintbrush and edit the mask, and that will then let me get rid of the little bit at the bottom. And you can also zoom in using the slider that appears there. And that would be my first word. So ideally pupils could then be quite creative with that. They could find their letters, and then the idea would be to put a definition below this, but also to put some pictures. So maybe for younger pupils it would be better just to have pictures. It can then be quite good to group your objects in Pages. So if you click on one and press select objects, you can select the rest of them and then press done, and that will give you the option here to group them together and make them one photo. Now that you've got that, if you click on your keyboard, you've got the plus button to insert a page break, and as long as your items are grouped together, you can then just move it around and you can insert different pictures and things, and it becomes a bit easier. If you are looking to insert a certain number of pages, you might be better doing that at the beginning, because you can just add in as many as you need using that option. The second thing that we have used Pages for is for the seniors to create revision guides. I've got a couple of examples on the screen just now of the different things they've done it, but again, letting them be very creative. Another thing that they've used is shapes, and you can see that you just use the shapes option up at the top to insert the different shapes, and then you can use the paintbrush to change the style. And if you double tap on it, it will let you add in your text. So they have kind of layered different shapes on top of each other and changed the colour, and they did quite like being able to make it nice so that if it's a revision guide, it's something that they want to go back and look at and that they feel quite excited about. We made it kind of a bit of a competition to see who was the most creative with it. So yeah, that's the second strategy that we've kind of used. Again, you can use the paintbrush to change the text formatting. They also quite liked changing the colour of the background, so if you just click on the wee arrow again, back into document options, document setup, and then into the section, you can change the background of that specific page. So they quite like doing this to make it stand out a little bit.